Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a great day today. My name is Andy. My channel is Finding Value. If you like researching about financial education, looking for companies, looking at different sectors, getting new information about platinum, precious metal, physical metals, anything like that, subscribe to the channel. This channel's for you. Leave a lot of comments. That is what's going to progress this channel forward. Are you guys leaving comments on what you want to know or what you don't understand? I'm here as a mentor. I'm here to basically lead this channel forward and help you guys understand potential investments and risks with investments that I think will do well over the next decade plus. I'm a long-term investor, and that's what I'm looking for. Those big, large asymmetric bets that are going to pay out extremely well over the next 10, 20 years. So I'm looking at big trends. So I get a lot of comments. A lot of people want to know what's in my portfolio. I'm going to go over the mining companies, which is diversified miners, copper miners, nickel, some of the precious metals, anything that I own. It's going to be in this presentation. I did not include everything, as I do have some exploration companies that are not included in here, just because I don't want to get this so large. I really don't put much money in the exploration companies. I put very small amounts. And when I mean small amounts, it may only be $300 to $500. I mean, like really small in comparison to my portfolio size. So I sprinkle amongst a whole bunch. Now, I did put some explorers in here that I hold much larger positions than that amount I just told you. So these are, I'll show you the ones that I hold, what I think are pretty big stakes in relationship to my portfolio. So let's jump in. These are the mining companies that I own. Again, let's look at the 1-year return of most of these companies I own. You get to see what's in my portfolio for the most part. So here are some of the larger silver companies that I like and that I own that are larger stakes. I own a ton of different silver companies, but these are my largest stakes. Endeavor Silver, Bradford Cook. Brad Cook is the CEO. They're down in South America. I think Mexico as well. Mainly Mexico, I think. But they have an exploration and they're producing. So it's a producer with exploration upside. First Majestic Silver, I'd say, is in the same kind of boat. They're expanding. That's Keith Neumeyer for the CEO. Metallic Minerals, they have a property that's right next to Alexco. I'm sure they're going to do extremely well with their exploration. So I do like them. And then Discovery Metals is a very large, lower grade silver company. It's still in the exploration phase. They are still proving up reserves in Mexico. So those are my workhorses in the silver group. And I do own Mag Silver. I do own Hecla Mining. I do own a bunch of other companies. I just didn't put them on here. Now here's some of my diversified mining companies. VALE, that's a large nickel iron company. BHP Group, another nickel. I mean, notice I'm saying a lot of nickel here, but nickel iron as well. South 32's got a bunch of silver and some other minerals too. And then we've got Norilsk Nickel, which I really like what they have. They have a lot of platinum group metals. They have copper and nickel. They hit on all cylinders. They are down right now, and I've been cost averaging into Norilsk Nickel on this pullback. So that's one that I really do like, is NILSY. That's this orange one here. South 32, BHP, and VALE, they're big diversified miners that all pay very large dividends. That's why I kind of group these together. I also own, I think there's one more that I own. Oh, Rio. I own Rio Tinto, RIO. That's another one that I own. Now there's some rare earth metals that I own. I put some of these uranium companies in there as well. Leading Edge Materials, Rare Element, which is REEMF. We've got Appia Energy Corp, APAAF, and Energy Fuels. You can see these, they've done pretty well as well, all up over 300% the past year. Some of these, I bought a lot kind of in this, I would say September to December timeframe is when I was really looking at buying a lot of these things. But those are the ones that I like. These are my favorite. This one's American. This one is European here. This one's Canadian, and this one I think's, I can't remember where rare earth or where element is. Can't remember where that one's at. I have to look. Now, these are some of my royalty companies, my favorite royalty companies. I've got a Cisco Gold kind of sitting on the right hand there. But Ely Gold, the dark blue line, Wheaton Precious Metals, Teuton Resources, and Sandstorm Gold. I do like all four of these. I put some of my other royalties on the next slide. These are precious metals royalties only. That's why I have them grouped together. And then my other royalty companies, EMX Royalty and Nova Royalty, which are copper more. EMX holds precious metals and copper and some other metals. Nova is nickel and copper. And then we've got Southern Copper and Taseko Mines, which is a smaller copper company. Those are the ones I own in this area. Now, these are some of the graphite and graphene companies that I own. I own Westwater Resources, Lightbridge Corporation, which is a uranium additive fuel. I kind of was missing one, so I put it in there. I own First Graphene, and I own Global Lithium Ion Graphite. So those are the ones I own there. Now, I own some home builders. These are my favorite home builders. KB Home, Hovenen Enterprises, MDC Holdings, and LGI Homes. These are my favorite. They're all in America, and in I think areas that are going to do extremely well in terms of geographic locations. And then we've got some of my, I'll call it more of a farming type plays: Mosaic, Archer Daniels Midland, Intrepid Potash, and Caterpillar. Those are the ones that I like. And then these are some of my exploration gold plays, which are very few because I like silver quite a bit. Free Gold Ventures, International Tower Hill Mines, and Tudor Gold Corporation. Free Gold's in Alaska. International Tower Mines, I think, is in Alaska too, if I can remember. And then Tudor Gold is up in Canada in the Golden Triangle. So that's what I have for the majority of mining companies. Notice how I'm not completely loaded up on exploration companies. And remember, I'm not equal weighted in these. I have more in the diversified miners, a little bit more in some of the royalty companies, and then I've got a bunch sprinkled everywhere between all these different companies. I'm trying to capture some representation of some of these different, like graphite, copper, nickel, zinc, some of the rare earth metals. I'm trying to capture as much as I can with some of these companies. And again, there's two art forms here. One of the art forms is it's identifying market conditions and value, and then saying this is where we should be positioned. The second art form is picking good companies. And I'll be honest, picking good companies it's an art form. Like, you can know something's going to go up, like a sector, and it's still an art form to find the best companies for, well, we'll call it the best investment vehicles for the sector to go higher, and to gain and reap all of the rewards that you can from that sector. So it's hard and difficult to understand what the best fundamentals are, because at bottoms, usually what happens is the highest leveraged, the worst balance sheets are the ones that perform the best. And it's really an art form to catch those and make sure that they don't go bankrupt at the bottom. And then when the price reverses, if it's a sharp reversal, those prices can go absolutely ballistic to the upside. So that's an art form. I rely very heavily on technical analysis to kind of keep myself to enter into some of these companies at the lowest risk points. It is difficult, and it took me some time to figure some of that stuff out. If this is enticing to you, if you like these types of presentations, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and let me know how I'm doing. Put it in the comments section. Love to hear what you guys' opinions are. Thanks for listening. This is Finding Value.